All right, David, what did you bring us?
This is Hot Rod's Crusher Camaro, which the magazine's had since 1995. It's one of those deals where it's just morphed all the time. We change it into different things. When we first got it, we literally saved it from the Crusher program. You remember when oil companies were like crushing cars and giving people credits? And we saved it from that and made it.
Sort of like one of those inner city buyback guns things. They never really work out that well.
It's payola.
Right.
But now, as you see, it's over the top. We built it right now as a 70s street machine. It's like 1978 kind of era.
Yeah, so what we're looking at is a big blower with a couple of Holley double pumpers up there.
Yep, it's a 489 Chevy big block with a 871 blower on it. It makes about 700 horsepower.
And just that huge old school intake, just huge.
The big bug catcher that's
right
on it.
now.
Oh, it's completely outdated and cheesy, but that's why it's great.
I like these old blowers because they got that whine to them, that straight cut gear whine to them. Old Vortex superchargers used to have like the A1 and the B trim, but now they're all quiet.
Yeah, people want quiet.
And the valve covers that you can remove quickly if need be.
Yeah, the gold anodized Moroso.
Yeah, I love that.
This is Van Nuys Boulevard 1978.
Yeah.
That's kind of the goal.
Lots of yellow.
You're blowing out a lot of steam out of your breather caps.
Oh, that's not steam. That's pure oil. We don't fool around. It's the oil has to drip straight onto the header, and you're not really a street machine.
So the fix is not to move the breather or switch valve covers. Of course, it's just to wrap a rag, zip tie a rag.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah. The only problem is it's not a tube sock. That's what would make it really appropriate.
And what kind of headers you running?
It's got hookers on it and Flowmaster exhaust. And
is Hooker and Hedman, are they still? Are they?
Yeah.
Everyone's still around? Making headers?
Yeah, Doug Corley,
a
lot of guys.
Hooker's owned by the Holley Group.
Yeah.
And I think Hedman is a group that owns
Transdapt.
Yeah, and they own a couple different brands as well now.
Yep.
There's a lot of consolidation, but they're still around.
And it is a fly yellow with the actual old school center line.
With the big and littles.
Yep.
The big and littles.
And it's kind of cool because now tires are constantly stretched over rims. And this rim looks like it's about 3 inches too narrow for the tire that's on it.
It's the
which
look.
Is a cool look.
Yeah.
It's the look.
Yeah, and I like that look. I miss the sidewall look. I miss a little bulge.
You're never going to get rim rash on this thing.
No.
Like, you're never going to hit a curb with that rim.
No, that would be physically impossible.
But that's not the point. It doesn't handle.
Right.
It smokes the tires for 6 blocks.
Right.
That's
So
kind of the deal.
it's not exactly a road racing car, you know?
Yeah.
I love that you got the traction bars back there.
Oh, you have
Total
to.
old school.
Yeah.
Like,
Back in the day when you'd see guys driving and you'd say, all right, here's what he's got on his car. Like, so here's the rims, here's what's sticking out through the hood. Oh, he's got the traction bars on the back. Like, you could literally see what the guy was running, and you could kind of hear what people ran back then, too. Whereas now everything's a chip and a cone filter, and it just kind of goes away.
And a lot of the guys, they would run like on something like a Fox body Mustang when they take the sway bar off the front and then it gets all that wobble on the street.
Yeah.
You run the big and littles, and then they usually switch to a lighter spring in the front. They take the springs off the 6-cylinder and put it up there. And when you do the shocks, you put the 90-10s in the front, the 50-50s in the back, and you could tell that when you're going out and you're doing a little street racing, those cars, the front's going up and down and pop around.
Oh, that's what you did. You romped on it.
Yeah, and that's it. You just did that in parking lots more than you actually raced the car, which is great, because now when you're racing this guy, it's fine, and you're going to win no matter what you're in as soon as you have to turn.
Even even the steering wheels, that old school Pep Boys.
Oh, I didn't fool around.
No,
we went all out.
You need a footprint gas pedal.
Yeah, we don't have that.
The one I do kind of miss is the lowrider chain steering wheel.
Yeah, I was going to say, another one that you find in the vans we were talking about is the chain
13-inch
steering
wheels.
wheel.
Yeah, or if it's not the chain steering wheel, it's the wooden sort of convex kind of weird kind of old school, like weird captains.
The octagon in the van.
Oh, yeah,
wooden
the
octagon.
Yeah, again, it was like and also something like this, not that you need it, but what might might benefit from a butterfly steering wheel as well, which is what a lot of guys used to throw on back then.
Yep. This needs the garter belt on the rearview mirror too.
Yeah, lets the ladies know you've arrived.
That's right.
And mean business. What gears are we running in this thing?
It's just got a 350 gear in the back, and I'm running actually a modern 4L80E overdrive transmission. So this thing just cruises down the highway.
There's a video that you guys posted. You sent it to me. It's up on YouTube. I'm sure Hot Rod has a YouTube channel for that. You guys drove this to Arizona and back. Basically, you just went there for a car show that was about an hour and a half long, but you drove 1,000 miles
about
basically
1,000 miles.
to get there and back to go to the car show.
It was fun.
And it's the kind of the kind of road trip that we'd probably go on where every step of the way these guys are, spilling gas, taking things apart, changing axles. It's like
totally.
When you're driving, how do you communicate? Dry erase board? Like someone says, I need to take a piss. Would you just put it and hold it up like that? Or?
And you can't see through the blower, so you have to have a passenger to sort of radio the message that there's a road urchin next to you that
I'm
you're
thinking
gonna
about changing lanes soon. Everybody get ready. Everybody get ready.
Exactly.
Well, thank
We're gonna
goodness
spotter van.
there's no mirror on the passenger side.
Why would you?
Would you fire this baby up so we could give it a listen?
It'll probably backfire in a humiliating way, but we can do that.
Have you taken it to the drag strip?
Doing it Friday.
Are you? What do you think it's going to run?
It's 1080s, something like that.
I'm gonna hold my ears.
You gotta have the electric fuel pump.
Sure. Wow.
You hear that whine of the blower?
Yeah, the blower whine is key.
Yeah, very Mad Max.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
If you don't have a cog belt on your supercharger, you're basically a pussy.
You're nobody. Yeah. You can't have that.
Wow, that is sweet. I'm plugging my ears. Wow.
Is the EPA here yet?
Seriously, like, I'm trying to think, like a Chevy Volt could have got to San Francisco and back on what you just did, right?
We just counteracted every Chevy Volt made.
Yeah, I used about 30 gallons of gas.
Yeah.
All right, so David, how do people find Hot Rod Magazine other than at the newsstand? Just go online?
HotRod.com, Facebook /Hot Rod Mag, YouTube Hot Rod Magazine.
And new iPad app, right? You guys are going to have the magazine on the iPad
on the
soon.
iPad, that'll probably be 3 months from now. You'll see that.